Hello, my name is Richard Rodriguez. I'm at Eldorado High School. I teach ceramics. I've been an art teacher in APS for 21 years, and I've been here at Eldorado. This is my 5th year. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know I didn't want to be an art teacher. I don't know why. I didn't feel my experience was really good. It was totally okay. We jumped in a car and moved to Albuquerque in '98, thinking we'd be here for a year. Just wanted to eat some good food and ride our bikes and explore nature, right? Fast forward a little bit, I was working in a pottery, and it was just the work was isolating, it was quiet. Kind of felt myself going a little stir crazy, and I kind of reflected back and thought about those kids classes I used to teach. I was living in the South Valley, and a friend was teaching at Rio Grande High School and was like, come on down to see what's going on. And I went down there, and it was fun. I mean, the kids were doing cool work. It seemed less intimidating than I kind of thought, and I kind of felt like, oh, this could be my place. When I first started teaching, I felt like I wouldn't recognize myself. I was really a little more strict, a little more rigid. That was all fueled from insecurity in what I could do. I just channeled all of that inexperience into, I felt like I had to make okay, kids have to be in this little narrow chute that I created. And if they deviated from that chute, it wasn't good. And I remember it's probably after a year and a half, I was kind of trying to get these kids, and the student just was like, you're really focusing on maybe these 2 kids, and you need to back up a little bit and see all of us. And that really hit. I realized, okay, so let's reevaluate what I'm doing. And I started seeing first the value in creating a looser environment. Still with, expectations and guardrails, but maybe more freedom to kind of explore different avenues. And what that has led to now is I feel like the biggest part of my job is to kind of work within the community to create a sense of community so that my kids, when they leave, maybe they're not going to go study ceramics. Okay, that isn't my goal at all. Instead, I want them to think back of their time at Eldorado as a positive thing. We're working so much with the way kids are, their kind of social-emotional learning, and how to be creative, express themselves, and as opposed to the elements of art and principles of design, which are there, but that's so secondary to this experience. It's positive. If I'm having a bad day and I come in here, my kids will make my day better. I've seen it within the kids. This year, I had a kid come in, and she's just so relaxed to be here. And she was like, well, this is my class. This is the class where I talk. This is the class where I don't mind talking to people. Other classes, I'm quiet. Some people find their place in sports. Some find it in the science lab. But man, you got to have a place for those art kids. The place where they feel like they can be themselves. I've worked with a lot of kids, former students of mine, who've gone on to UNM and wanted to get into education. And no, I encourage it. I think that a lot of kids have found what I do to be an interesting thing, a rewarding thing, and I talk it up to the kids, if they're interested. And because of that, I've been able to host former students as student teachers. They've come in, and it's neat to see them grow and take the reins of their own career and lives. As an art teacher, I get students of all levels. We get 9th through 12th, regular ed, special ed, gifted, IGS program kids. And I feel like it's my job to try to get all of those kids an experience that they value. In some of my classes, we've been doing inclusion classes where we bring in a special ed teacher, and we just work together to kind of get everybody taken care of. So that might look like maybe all of us are working on a sphere, and then maybe we've got somebody's doing that for them. Or maybe some kids, we're having them, kind of cut the clay to kind of get that experience. Mostly them, you know. I just try to keep everyone's hands dirty, you know, regardless of who they are. I really allow a lot of variety in outcome. So, you know, one kid might be, you know, making a little mushroom. Another kid really wants to maybe make a gorilla. That all works, right? But also maybe with my special needs kids, I might have somebody, maybe someone's going to help them make the sphere, but they put it together. Maybe another kid is going to use a press mold to kind of make a rounded shape. I think just as long as all kids are engaged, that's really important to me. I feel like when they come in, they feel comfortable. You know, they know me. I tell them bad jokes. I tell them, you know, ask how they're doing. Kids knowing that this is their place is important. My lunch is usually open. Kids are coming in to chat. Those kind of relationships are important because a kid needs to know that they've got a place. You know, we don't get one place for everybody. Okay, everyone has to find their place in high school. I think I'm most thankful for my students because it's what keeps me going. Every day in this job is different. I'm old at this. I've been doing this for a while and I still love it. Like, kids can do stuff, come up with ideas, have thoughts about their work and their experience that, I mean, I don't tell them, but I get a little chill, you know, like I do. I'm like, oh my God, this kid's getting it, or, you know, or the kid that you've been like really working with to try to, like, you know, I've got advanced students working on the wheel, and some kids will get it day one, and they're like, got it, you know, and they make everybody else look bad. They make me look bad. And then you've got the kid that struggles at it and struggles at it, and I don't let them give up, and then they get it, and it clicks. And that experience is so fun. I get the chills. I'm like, oh my God, it's so exciting for this kid. And I just want, every time I see him, I want to give him a high five.